Chairman sir, with a heavy heart, all of us have mourned and condoled the loss of lives in this horrible tragedy in Wayanad, and I associate with all my colleagues. And I also wish that the Government of India and the Government of Kerala both work hand in hand to help the bereaved families to resettle and to start a life afresh again. It's also worth noting that the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Home Minister, and also the Chief Minister of Kerala all have been seized of this very tragic moment and have done everything possible to bring relief and succor to the people in this hour of grief. It's also important to note that, sir, that the armed forces, the Army, Navy, Air Force, and all, including all other paramilitary forces, also have joined in the rescue and relief efforts in this very difficult terrain and the conditions prevailing as of now. It is also important that many social organizations, political parties also, my political party also in Kerala, are all associated in whichever way they can to help the people in this hour of need. And I also feel that it is a very big tragedy, and therefore, even if it is a demand that it should be a national disaster, it should be, helped in that fashion, I would also like to associate that this tragedy may be considered a national tragedy. And finally, sir, as we all know, this is not the first, or maybe I hope not, ever that it should ever happen again in any part of the country. But natural disasters are prone to happen, and especially in eco-sensitive zones, like the entire Western Ghats also, right from Kerala up to Maharashtra, including the Konkan region, we have the Western Ghats. We have sometimes even some such tragedies, hopefully ever not of the scale which has happened in Wayanad, in our Konkan region also in Maharashtra. And therefore, I would urge the government and the Honorable Home Minister to try to get some, because technologies are much better than in the past, some kind of mapping of the entire ecologically sensitive zones, and especially where there is so much heavy rainfall. Western Ghats receive the highest rainfall probably in the country. Even in the hills like Uttarakhand, Himachal, and many other parts of the country where we have, because sir, at one time, you will have to balance the needs of humanity, the growing needs of an aspirational nation, the developmental needs. People, everybody talks about, trying to protect nature. Yes, nature has to be protected, but also we will have to balance the needs of development and growth. And for that, I think a proper approach, a humane approach, and a practical approach will have to be adopted.
The Honorable Minister of State.